Yo, welcome on YouTube. Big up on yourself. You don't know, you're here again with your boy Ro and my beautiful wife Lena. And today you're here for another episode of Keeping Up with the Kennedys. Thank you so much, guys, for checking in. And yeah, I get a new hairstyle. I know to see the pre. Yeah, man, I get my hair done yesterday. Shout out to my lactation queen, you see me? She's like a aspiring traveling stylist. Let me know if you like me hair do. Think kind of lit still, you see me? Yeah, man. But yeah, guys, today's video we're gonna just be having a little discussion again. And this discussion, as you can see in the title, is like the top 5 differences in culture between like Americans and like Jamaicans. And obviously this is not going to go straight across the board for every American or for every Jamaican, because that's just not how life is. You're going to find exceptions in everything that you do. But these are just some points that I've noticed, or that we've noticed. Mainly me, considering that I've just been here for like a year or so. Yeah, so these are just points that I've noticed that stand out to me as differences in our culture. Not necessarily differences in culture that affect our relationship, because these aren't things that we go through on a day-to-day basis. This is just on a broader scale. Just things that I've noticed, like being in Jamaica, things I'm notice different from when we sit in America. You know what I mean? Over the course of me being here, as I stated. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I've got to say that I think is a cultural difference, not even think, but I know, is like language. Yeah, the way how we speak. Obviously, like I go in and out of Jamaican patois and English. So that's just as a way that people can understand me. But normally in Jamaica mode, I probably just speak straight patois because everyone there would be able to understand. Or if I'm in school, then I'd switch it over so that, you know, it seems more relevant to the classroom setting or whatever, or at work, you know what I mean? But that's definitely different. Over the course of the time that we've been together, Lena, when I just got here, Lena, sometimes I'd say some things and she'd say, what? But then over the course of time, she's gradually grasped understanding the patois, the slangs, and the different ways of speaking. So yeah, that's definitely one, language.
But we don't, I think, yeah, with ours, I feel like we don't, like what you say all the time, like we're super thorough. So like we don't leave out details.
Yeah.
He leaves out, I mean not he, but like the Jamaican, I guess, culture just leaves out a lot of details because they speak so fast, I guess.
Oh yeah, definitely. So like in patois, you chop out a few stuff sometime. Like, yeah, you chop out a few words and people in Jamaica would be able to understand. But as she mentioned, thorough, like even on a different start point is being made right there also, because look, like even the people in the south here, they're like super thorough with whatever they're saying.
Speak very slow.
They speak very slowly, and they explain everything down to the T. Like they explain everything, like by the time they finish explaining everything, you understand everything, possibly even more than you would have needed to understand. Like in Jamaica, a lot is left up to your common sense. So like people just say some things like in short, and you're just supposed to know. Like my mom's sending me over to somewhere to go get something. She's not direct with the directions, like, oh yo, go down the path and then you take the right and the next left. She does say, yo, just look for the pink house or whatever, and then there's probably even 2 pink houses, but
yeah, we know exactly which pink house it's going to be.
Yeah, because of how thorough they are. And another thing with how thorough they are is like, with them speaking, a lot of things that are acceptable in Jamaica is not acceptable here. Like in Jamaica, you know, like if someone is explaining something to you, because we're such a fast-paced type of people, if someone is explaining something to you and they've possibly said it to you before, or you think you know what they're going to say, you can just say, yeah, mama, know what I say, like interject and cut them short to let them know, okay, you told me this already. But like here in the South and in like America, it's rude or people might find it disrespectful if you cut them short, even if it's something that they've possibly told you before. You know what I mean? Like, so you just have to let them finish what they're saying, and they're not going to interject you either. So it's just a two-way street. They're not going to interject you while you speak. They're going to wait until you finish, and then they'll say what it is that they have to say. But in Jamaica, like, somebody just talking, and you think you know what they're saying already because they probably told you already. You can say, yeah, man, you tell me this already, man, and then you move on. But that's not necessarily a thing here. Or I guess some of the things in our culture are very informal. So
what happens if like whatever they're telling you another time that you'll be, hold on, let me think.
Yeah.
Hold on. So, like, if they tell you something again and you already tell them, you're like, you already told me that. What if they were going to tell you something that they didn't tell you the first time?
Yeah, that happens a lot. That happens a lot. Because I cut off Lena sometimes, and then after cutting her off, I'm like, yo, whoa. Like she'll say, there's this thing in the car, blah, 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 but I knew that it was in the glove compartment because she told me that, but she probably moved it. She probably moved it to somewhere else, and then I dash out of the house to go get it in a fast pace, and then I go to the glove compartment, and it's not there. Then I'm like, whoa. Then I have to either search up the entire car, which is additional work, or I might have to go back upstairs to say, where is it? Which is something that I would have known if I had just spent that extra 10-15 seconds to listen. You know what I mean? So it's not always a good thing. So it's definitely not always a good thing, because I see sometimes where I have to do things multiple times or spend additional energy because I was trying to get it done so fast or whatever, you know what I mean?
And that's why they tell us to do that at a young age, because they're like, you might miss something.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely. So apart from the language now, music. So the music definitely different here too. Like in Jamaica, I'd mostly listen to like reggae, dancehall, some rap, you know what I mean? But like over here, it's definitely different. Like, they like reggae and stuff, but it's not like a thing that they listen to it often. Or dancehall, like, even like per se, like dancehall is a big thing to me that I like, but like the word P-U-S-S-Y in songs is often said in dancehall, and that makes
it's not often, it's excessively used.
Yeah, it's excessively
and
used,
why,
that Lena says. So she say it make her cringe, you know
like,
what I mean?
if it's said a couple times, it's like, it's okay, because that's in a lot of rap songs, and it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But, like, whenever anything is used excessively, I think it bothers me.
Yeah, so like when I listen to all Dexter, that's breaking news, and he must say, man not kill him girl because him said the too good. Breaking news. And Lena say, yo, why you gotta say the P word so much and things? So, like, the music definitely different. Yeah, but the next thing with the music too, the music is different in the way that, like, I remember one time driving one of Lena's friends, and she said she gonna put on some music, and she put on some music, and it was like some rock and roll music. And like the music that they were playing was just like some, to me it would be like depressing music, you know what I mean? Like the man was saying, yo, him don't see how it use for life, and him don't need to be living no more and stuff like that. That's totally different in Jamaica. Like, I don't know any artist, or I can't name one artist that sings about like depressing stuff like that. If people are going through a hard time and they sing like depressing stuff, it will be in a different perspective to say hopefully things get better in the long run. But it's not like, oh, I'm in this dark place that I'll never be able to come out of. And sometimes in the music here, they're even enjoying that dark place. You know what I mean? So, like, that was definitely different for me. It had me wondering, like, whoa, I want to listen to this on a daily basis. This is, like, something that probably going to make you feel depressed or whatever. And next thing, we party. This is still on the music, but, like, we party differently. Like, I remember going to this party once back in Gulf Shores with a few of my Caucasian American friends and thing, and it's like, say, when we went to the party, they go to parties to get, like, how they call it, shit-faced or like effed up, you know what I mean? So like one man drinking all a big something of liquor just gulping it down him throat.
They're
and
gonna drink like a case of beer.
Yeah, like
it's not gonna be a couple beers a case.
Like one man drinking a case of beer. I say, where you find space in your belly for that? And you're gonna get so you're gonna get so drunk that you don't know yourself. People taking pictures of them slumped over, and and next day they're like, oh yeah, that's just how we do. We get effed up and stuff. You know what I mean? So like that's definitely different. In Jamaica, we party, but we still stay cognizant of the surroundings. So at no point are we gonna try to deliberately get messed up to that point where we can't really pay attention to what is going on around us. You know what I mean? So that's definitely a difference too. Because while I was in that party, I was just watching all those people getting messed up, and I was like, whoa, like I'm still in my right mind. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's another thing. We dance different too. Jamaica have them own a dance, and we have a dance in a way. Yeah, we definitely dance different. We have a winding up and them thing, the man wind up and woman and them thing. They want to really to see them thing there in America like that. You know what I mean? But
here, whenever people dance like that, it means something. But apparently, to y'all, it doesn't mean.
No, winding up on somebody in a party don't mean nothing in Jamaica.
But here, it means something.
Yeah, here it probably mean like you want to go home with them and go smash or find a, Yeah, but to us, like you're just a dance. Like you just dance and then you move. Like it's actually pretty cringy and weird for females. Like if you're in a party and you see a female and she dancing and you approach her and she dance with you, I'm sure she's cringing if like you stay behind her after that dance. Like if you're just there still
so
there.
Why are you still
yeah,
there?
like she like like I gave you a dance. Like
yeah,
you can
they
leave now.
expect you to stick with that person. Probably.
No, here like once a girl give you a dance, you can like stick with her and she's like you're hanging out with her. No, that's the dance is just normal for us. So like probably if you want to get to another level, you're gonna have to talk to her after that. You know what I mean?
Don't care about talking.
Yeah, so it's different. So like sometimes Lena will see people dancing
actions.
And she will say, yo, whoa, why they dancing like that? But it don't really mean anything. It's just a cultural thing, a little vibes. You know what I mean? So yeah. Apart from music, we have for the third one we have foods. Foods are different here. I remember when I just got here, we'd go like to dinner over to like Lena's grandma, and like she'd cook a lot because she loves to cook and she's good at cooking, you know what I mean? But the food was just so different to me. So she'd say, hey Rowan, do you like chicken pot pie? And then I'm like, huh? I've never actually had that before, mama. Like I've never had that before. I don't know what that tastes like, so I'll try it. But like a lot of those things, like basically everything that she asked me if I like, I never even knew what it tasted like. So I couldn't know if I like it until I tried it. While we have different food in Jamaica, because in Jamaica they eat a lot of ground provision and like yam and green bananas and stuff like that. Ackee and saltfish, callaloo and them thing they eat and them type of foods there. But like those are stuff that I can't even find here, either because they're not here or they go by a different name. So you know,
I feel like the callaloo thing is probably turnip greens.
You always say that. They always say callaloo is collard greens.
It looks like collard greens.
But I don't think it's collard greens.
Have you ever eaten collard greens?
No.
Yeah,
but I'm not think of collard greens. I'm because I looked up collard greens on the internet.
They're different.
And they look different from callaloo. But it sounds sensible between a collard greens, callaloo. No.
It's not like once you cook it. Not whenever you pick it.
It depends. It depends
like
on how you cook it.
Yeah, but here they cook like turnip greens like hard. Oh. They overcook everything.
Fear. My next thing with food is that in Jamaica, and it was different for me coming here in Jamaica. Like on Sundays, say like we have a Sunday dinner. So like on Sunday, before you wake up, you can smell what is being cooked. Like your mother or your grandma.
To be, like a long time ago. Like that would be how like my mom grew up and my dad grew up, or like my grandmother. Yeah. But like now, it depends on the family.
You probably all a pizza.
Some people still do it, but it just depends. Like who's stuck with
the how traditional roots or whatever.
That's how it's supposed to be. But here, everybody's just lazy and they just go to Chick-fil-A. No, you can't go to Chick-fil-A on Sunday.
Yeah, not Chick-fil-A. But you can probably order like a pizza on a Sunday or order something or some food or go buy some food or eat out at a Chinese restaurant or something. Which in Jamaica, Chinese restaurant empty on a Sunday.
And that's something too, yeah, like right now people can't go to restaurants because of all the stuff that's going on, but normally you can't even get into restaurants because nobody wants to cook on Sunday because once they get out of church they go straight to a restaurant with all their friends.
Yeah.
So you cannot get in.
I guess that's why we start cooking so early, because people still go to church, but
Yeah.
they just cook, pause
But
the
a lot
cooking,
of places are probably
go to
closed
church.
there, aren't they, on Sundays? Or no?
They're just empty.
Yeah.
Probably they get some people in the late evening or whatever. But yeah, guys. And next thing that I noticed different was like this is a big thing. Like my whole thought process was so much different being like a Jamaican, like leaving Jamaica to come here. Like back in Jamaica, the society is such a metrosexually driven society that we all need to be macho man and have like girls and stuff like that. That is almost like it's driven in your subconscious so deeply that you're not even open to the thought of like other things, like in terms of let me see how I explain this now without stepping on anybody's toes. Alright, so it's almost like emotions and stuff like that, they don't expect you to really show it as a guy. So I remember one time, for example, I have a story, like one time my uncle was pushing me on a bicycle and he let me go, he let the seat go, he was holding on to the back of the seat and he let it go, and I was riding it by myself, but by the time I looked around, he was all the way back at the top of the road, and then I panicked and I like jumped off of the bicycle, cut my knee bad, and cut my leg. And then like when I saw the blood gushing out, I started crying, and he was like, yo, you're a girl, what you cry for? You're a fish, you know, like. So like it's almost
How
like
old were you?
probably like 8,
Yeah,
7 or so.
definitely ingrained.
Yeah, so like it's almost like crying or so, or talking in a particular way properly and stuff like that equate to you being not straight. You know what I mean? Or equate to you being girly, and that was one example. So I grew up just thinking there was just one set way of how men are supposed to act or whatever. Yeah, so I just grew up thinking that there was just one set way of being masculine and so on.
And the girls were supposed to be the crybabies.
Yeah, girls are accepted to be crybabies. They can just cry for nothing.
flow.
They can just cry for nothing if they want.
But that's not healthy though.
No, I know that.
Yeah, I know you know. But I'm just saying, like, for other people, because like I feel like crying is good sometimes, you know, or like to get stuff out. Because if you sit there and let it build up for so long,
it's gonna stress you out.
Exactly, or you're gonna act a certain way, or you're gonna act too macho to the point you don't feel anything anymore.
Yeah, facts.
You know?
Because I think that's what did happen to me at one point. And guys, my thought process was so narrow-minded at one point that like everything came across to me as like gay, like, or just not straight and thing. And in the Jamaican society, that's like particularly a no-no. So like that's a big change for me coming here, because like my thought process has changed to like accept other people's way of living once it's not affecting me directly. You know what I mean? So like I remember one time I was working in a restaurant and I saw my 2 friends come in and they were like friends, and them when they greet each other, like one of the guys just goes and slap the other one on his butt, you know, and grip it. Like he gripped his butt, and like I was like, okay, them not straight, them gone. But like after continuously working with them, I realized that them straight, but that's just their way of expressing themselves, and it don't mean anything, like they don't mean anything by it. So like that actually was a very different thing for me, because I told them straight, I said, yo, don't be playing with me like that, fam. Like we can punch each other fists, or you know, or
Just
you know,
don't touch my butt.
no brother, no touch my butt, right? No brother. So like even the makeup challenge that I did previously, a year ago, there's no amount of money you could pay me to put makeup on my face. But then after like being here, I realized that yo, stuff like that don't mean anything. It don't mean you're not straight. It don't mean nothing. It just mean that you're just doing something different, expressing yourself differently. You know what I mean? But as I said, there's still things that I will not find myself doing, because if you don't stand for anything, you fall for everything. So there's still things like that, but I definitely think the Jamaican way of looking at things is blown far out of proportion, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's good that I was able to see. I even had this friend that we fell out as friends. Like we had like differences and thinking because I was still in Jamaica and he was here for like 3 years, going to college. And I could not understand why he was behaving like that. Like him just never did remember the fact that he was Jamaican. And I'm sure a lot of people probably even said that about me after watching the Makeup Challenge. Because my friend...
Or listening to you say this.
Or listening to me say this. Because like my friend, I couldn't understand how... Alright. He would be like on a beach trip with both males and females, but then I'd see like a picture of a guy jumping on his back. He's giving a guy like a back
ride.
Piggyback. And I'm saying, bro, what's that, bro? Like, what y'all do, charge you, what y'all do? You know what I mean? And he just saying, yo, bro,
he probably didn't even think anything.
Yeah,
of
he said that's just, bro, that we just playing and we just playing a game and everybody got to jump on someone's back and he jump on my back. Well, like in Jamaica, that's a no, brother. Like people get heated over stuff like that. No, brother. That no in it, brother. That never in the thing, no time. And as me say, I'm probably still not ever feel comfortable with a guy jumping on my back. But I can understand, and as long as you can understand, then you can't really bash people. So like I don't even bash the people who don't understand because they're just in a space where one thing goes and that's just how they gotta live. They probably don't know no difference.
It's just a mindset.
Yeah, just a mindset, literally a set way of thinking.
And it's hard breaking the stuff that you grew up being like all of it being ingrained into your brain because it's stuck in your head.
Exactly.
So it's hard.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I'm glad that I was able to see a different type of expression, certain way. And I called my friend and I apologized. I make him know, say, yo, bro, sorry for all of the trouble that I put you through, thinking that you were, you know, forsaking all that it is that you knew.
Your manhood.
Your manhood, but it really wasn't, you know what I mean? It really wasn't. That's just it. And as I say, you have to stand for something. So there's still things that I don't think I'd find myself doing. But, yeah, I've definitely become more open to some things. You know what I mean? One final thing. This is the fifth thing. Yeah. Growing up in Jamaica, there was a lot of things that I didn't know actually existed. Like, I never know, so like, depression was a real thing. I learned about depression coming here. Like, in Jamaica, we use the word depression loosely. Like, once you just feel down, you're depressed. Like, oh, I feel depressed, you know, because my boss just talked to me rough.
Sad.
Yeah, they call that sad here. But we, you know, I guess it's just
It's the build-up of the sadness that takes over, and then that's what's called depression.
Oh, but once you're just sad, we just feel depressed right now. And
well, you feel it in the moment.
Yeah. And then when I got here, I realized that, yo, people actually have, like, depression and, like, mental breakdowns and anxiety. I never know anxiety was a thing neither. I think, because I just know of getting nervous. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that was a normal thing. Like, you just get nervous when something happens, like, you know, you're probably nervous. I never think of it like anxiety disorder and stuff like that. But coming here, I realized that, yo, them things, they actually affect people in a different way.
Because we have such a structured, like, life, too. So it's like, we go to our job, you know, like, there's no...
It's like a programming with coming like it was drive you crazy.
I mean, that's we're programmed. And then it's... I think that's what causes people more problems, because then they don't fix it in the beginning. But y'all, you can notice that you're in that moment, and you're like, okay, I'm just depressed, or I'm nervous.
Yeah, and then they find something
like,
else
okay,
to
well, let me
change
go
that.
out and hang out with my friends on the street. You know,
Yeah,
you can't do that here. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's definitely not the same. Another thing is, I feel like a lot of American people express themselves differently. Like, in Jamaica, a lot of people would take bad stuff and try to make it positive or whatever. So like you'll see a homeless person on the street, but they'll still be able to give you a talk about optimism and living your life to the best of your potential, even though they don't have a place to live. Or so while in America, because it's like a first world country, basically there's still homelessness, but I mean you'll see somebody with a house and a car and nice clothes and stuff, but like they'll bump their toe on that wall and they're like, yo, F my life, yo.
Because they're not happy in the first place.
Yeah.
The money doesn't do anything for them.
Facts.
So, I mean...
And those are just a different way of expressing yourself, because like to we not really say them things there, and because we're taught that what you say, the words of your mouth speaking into existence, and the word of your mouth defile.
We definitely do not learn that growing up. You gotta learn that on your own.
Yeah.
Like when you get older.
Yeah, so. And a lot of people don't think that it make a difference, like if they say some stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if you say that now, like a lot of people look at you like you're crazy. They're like, that didn't make any sense. You know, like it doesn't matter what you speak. Like it's not going to do anything. But it does.
Well, because a lot of people in Jamaica are Christians, and you grow up Christian, you know that life and death is in the power of the tongue. So like, them things there are things that...
Y'all's Christianity is a lot different than ours, too, I feel like. I feel like our churches are a lot different. Even with the church like that your mom goes to. Yeah. When I went there, like it's completely different than the churches here. I mean, it's just so much more relaxed there. Like, I don't know, you feel more accepted, because when you go into a church here, that's why so many people turn against it, is because of the judgment. And I'm sure there's judgment everywhere, but it's just, if you don't go exactly by how they want you to do, then, I mean, they don't want you there.
No.
You know?
And they kind of make it known that they don't.
And everybody's going there because they need help.
Yeah.
And then it's like you still can't get help whenever you go, because you still get judged. So, and then that's whenever people get depression and anxiety. Yeah. Because they go home and they're like, well, there's nothing I can do, so screw my life.
Yeah.
So.
I feel you. Yeah, guys, that was our 5 cultural differences that we've come up with, that we've noticed over the course of being together and being here in America. You know what I mean? So I hope you enjoyed this video. You don't know, nice and clear. Me and my wife are here, so just go subscribe and share.
Dr.
Big up on yourself. Fully. Dr. Seuss, man, then. Yeah, man. Think rain gonna soon wake up. So just big up on yourself, people, and just thank you so much for watching this video. We link up.